Welcome home, Rays. Oh my goodness. I'm happy to see you today. Please come in. Make yourself comfortable. Let's clear the space and begin. Oh my goodness. As I started tapping into the energy, I can already feel that this is a deep one. It's heavy, kind of. Somebody's fighting an addiction, and I'm hearing destroying my own life. So let's see if we can help. The song that came to me first was Hurt by Johnny Cash. And I had to listen to it twice because I don't know that song fully. All I know is I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focused on the pain, the only thing that's real. And then the part about the needle tears a hole. The familiar sting. I'm so sorry if that's triggering, but that's the part that's sticking out. And what have I become? My dearest friend or my closest friend or something like that. And then everyone goes away in the end. Okay. So, and I feel this incredibly strong urge to cry. Like mourning. Okay, so I'm going to try to hold it together. I'm going to hold it together. I'm going to be crying on here. I shuffled all of these with you in mind while I was shuffling, and Five of Water is at the end or the bottom of the deck, and the point of the Five of Cups, Five of Water, is that all of them have melted together, and the candles are now lumps, piles of melted wax, all in the carpet, all in the floor, destroyed. There's wax dripping off of everything. The books are unorganized, and everything is just so droopy. There's a fireplace. For some reason, this is sticking out. Somebody could have a necklace that looks like that. That shape, the circle with the... Looks like a necklace. That would be a pretty expensive necklace. Okay, let's see. Hermit. Harmony. Hermit and Knight of Water. This feeling of oh my god, the deepest regret. The Hermit and the somebody could be trying to put their life back together. You could be trying to put your life back together and going through the motions. And that's why that song came up. You're trying to see if you still feel. God, this is so heavy. I'm a thug, I got it. Okay, let's see. Give me the underlying message here. What is the clarify the hermit and the nine of water? Somebody could be trying to put their life back together, trying to do things by the book. Following advice type shit. Seeing things in a new light. Ten of Earth and Hanged Man. So you're seeing your destination differently. Your destination, your completion, everything that you are praying for and wanting for, you're starting to reflect on it in a way that is, it's turning out to look differently than you thought it would. A lot of us are taught from the very beginning that our lives are supposed to look this way. We're supposed to get the spouse. We're supposed to have the kids, have the house, have this, that. Do your yard. And then when we have that, we can still be feeling incomplete because none of that is the most important part. The actual goal is peace and happiness, contentment with what you have. Let's pull the oracle card for today and see what you need to know, your overall message. Weaver of the web of life, cooperation. Pause on the sadness for just a second. I am so tapped in. Before I started, when I was shuffling my homemade cards, past, affecting, present, and future came out. I also saw child. And so what I'm driven to say is the part of us that decides it's hard to ask for help, or makes us feel like a burden, or like we're not doing something right, or there's something always missing, that comes from childhood. When you're constantly when you're constantly being told that something is missing or you're not doing something right, that sticks with you, and that becomes the voice of your conscience. And so as an adult, even when you're working hard, even when you're spinning that web, even when you're doing what you think you're supposed to be doing, you can still feel that feeling in the back, like there's something missing. This is number 8, the Weaver of the Web of Life. I'm so sorry they're so reflective on the light. I need to change that somehow. Cooperation. So let's just see, and I'll read from the book what this card is telling you at the end. Okay. So you're starting to see there's a light at the end of the tunnel, even though you feel like there's a long road ahead of you. But you can never reach the finish line if you don't start. So I feel like you're starting already, though. I feel like you've taken big steps to focus on that pain. Man, you are going through it. I'm so sorry. To focus on the pain and to see the pain and to welcome it in takes a level of courage that most people do not have. What else? from the shadows. You're taking the biggest step by looking. You could have had a lot. You could have gotten. Okay, so he says in the song, you can have it all, my empire of dirt. So, like, he's worked and he's accomplished all of this stuff, and people tend to look at celebrities, or you, as if you have everything that they would want. They can't see why you would be upset, and they almost look at you like, if you're struggling, then something must be wrong with you, because you have everything that I would want, so you don't even have a right to be upset. Somebody can fuck them, belittle you for the struggles that you still have, or make it seem as though, like, they can't see how you could be struggling, but they also don't see the things that are in your way. They also don't see the lenses that you've been given. They're not looking through the goggles you are. So I feel like you're spending some time alone and trying to heal. And you're seeing you either instinctively know, or you've learned that you need to feel what it is that you're outrunning. Because that song, right, is about addiction. You need some help. Okay, so while I was listening to the song, because I don't know the song word for word, I listened to it on YouTube, and the next song that came up is Try Me by James Brown. Darling, tell me I need you. So ask for help. You're being told to ask for help. You might feel like asking for help makes you a burden, but again, that's something that you were taught in childhood. If somebody made you feel like a problem for asking for help, it's not because you're a burden for asking for help. It's because they were already handling more than they felt they could. That says something about them, not about you. We are meant to ask for help. We are not meant to carry things alone. Carrying things alone is how we suffer. That's not how we grow. This is the 2 of Earth and the 7 of Air. One second, there's something else here. You're taking a pause to clear your mind. You're trying to gain better focus so that you can build something stable. And the doubt can be heavy when people are doing those. Yeah, the doubt, because there is Page of Water, where you are now, whatever you're doing, this heaviness that you're feeling, you're focusing on it, and you're having, sorry, you gotta let that go, because it's killing me, and it's not even me, it's not even mine. So you gotta keep going. You're doing good. You gotta let it go. But Page of Water, you're on the brink. You're on the cusp of, I'm trying to get the download. Hold on. You're right there. You are right there, and you're doing great. You're doing great. There are some more things, some more beliefs. There are some more beliefs that block your luck. You see it when other people get it, you see it as luck. It's not. Luck, it's their self-beliefs. If you believe that it's easy for you to make money, it will be easy for you to make money. If you believe that you can't handle money, you might get money and not know how to deal with it. Expansion in each area is necessary. But asking for help is so necessary, whether you're asking the nature spirits, or if you're asking God, or if you're asking your ancestors. Ask for help. Reach for someone. I just saw another card from this deck. Strength. True strength comes from laying yourself bare, not in a way where you're emasculating yourself or demoralizing yourself, or you're not supposed to lay yourself bare in a way that makes you feel hyper exposed or beaten down, or as though you're lower than anyone else for asking for help. Asking for help allows someone the opportunity, the pleasure of seeing you where you are and where you need improvement. Having the courage to do that. Having the courage, I feel a little bit lighter now. Having the courage to ask for help gives someone that you're asking the pleasure of being there to assist you. The pleasure of knowing who you truly are. Everyone goes away in the end is something else he says in the song. People go away when they see no hope for helping, when they don't believe that they can help, or they don't know how to help. Then they fall away. And one of the hardest things with addiction is that you fight people that try to help you. You push them away for trying to help you. But it's not just because you want the thing that you're addicted to so badly that you love it more than them. It's that you can't bear the thought of taking that leap of faith, of trusting those people to see you bare, to see you in your curled up state where you are almost naked, where you can be seen as in your raw state, exactly as you are. If you are afraid to be seen exactly as you are, you will not let people in. You will fight them when they try to see you. You'll perceive a threat when they try to see you. Another card where he's trying to cover himself. He's trying to cover part of himself. He's growing roots and he's growing down, but they're not quite human yet. They're roots, they're not quite legs yet. He's not quite able to walk or run yet. Oh, I saw this when I was first shuffling. The 6 of water, the 8 of water, and the 7 of water. Oh, okay. It's gonna be okay. 6, 7, 8. That is incredible progression. That is getting the karmic wheel running. That is flipping that switch. 8 is the number of karma. That's the number that you got here. Not saying that you're going to receive a bunch of negative karma for anything that you've done, but the karma that you build up just by becoming aware of yourself lightens your spirit in a way that you can start sprinting once you stand up. The 6 of water is heavy emotional burdens. I forget what crystal that is. It's green though. I'll read here in just a second. This is a card of emotional burdens. It's on her ring finger. Emotional burdens with a lack of stability at the bottom. That's the beginning point. The next step is pulling things together in a way where you are able to see your organizing things. You start off here where everything is clouded and unorganized and your vision is blurred, and then you're able to organize things. When you sit with your thoughts long enough, you're able to organize them in a way that once you start seeing things for what they actually are, you're able to actually see the strengths that come along with the weaknesses that you have. And then you end up here with this beautiful balance. You could meditate, and you could be trying to meditate. Don't stop trying to meditate. Don't give up just because it's difficult. I know exactly how it feels for your mind to be telling, like, you just want to get up and you're frustrated and you want to get up and you want to stop meditating, but don't stop. Just stay there long enough until, because it will. Stay there long enough, quiet enough. Once your thoughts slow down, once your body stops twitching and trying to wake you up and getting you moving, allow that nervousness, allow that anxiety to go away. You get to tell it, no, everything's fine. I actually am perfectly fine to stay here. Because a lot of us do have, from our childhood, a feeling of, if I'm not doing something, then I'm not doing the right thing. If I'm not doing something, then I'm falling behind, or I'm being left behind, or somebody's gonna pass me up or something. But again, the 6, 7, and 8 is absolutely magical. For that to come in the same row as the, now I'm about to cry different tears. I'm not, but you know, 10 of Earth is everything that you've wished for. It's your vision of how your world is supposed to look. More meditative states. You see her legs are crossed and she's got her 4 different arms, 4 different sets of arms, I mean, and she's reaching up with her earthly arms, showing with her earthly state, her physical state in your body, showing that she is willing to receive what is being passed down to her from God or the ancestors. She's got the smoke and the fire here. She is cleansing just by sitting. Just by sitting and being quiet, she is cleansing, powerfully cleansing. Okay, so your 10 of Earth, what you're asking for, what you're trying to manifest, what your material finish line looks like. You are changing the perspective of what that is. It's no longer just marriage. It's no longer just the house and the kids and do everything that everybody else is doing. And you're no longer going to be stuck on this idea that your life has to look like everybody else's in order for it to be successful. That's not what success looks like. Success looks like taking what you were given and putting it into your best organized and thought out way. Taking what you were given specifically. You weren't given everything that everybody else was given. And the way that I'm feeling when I first started this thing, my God, were you starting off low? And I don't mean that in a way where you are below anyone at all. I mean that in a way where, oh my God, like these grow in the murkiest waters. The shit that doesn't move. The stuff that like is stagnant. Everything around the lotus flower, right? It grows up out of the mud, like the water that doesn't move. It's not stagnant, but there's still life in it, but the life doesn't expand very much. It stays kind of really well placed and well stuck in the mud. But this beautiful flower comes from it when you are able to organize what you were given. They are beautiful. they are some of the most beautiful and coveted flowers in the world. And they come from some of the kind of dirtiest mud. I'm so glad this is lightening up. I was a little nervous there for a minute. I thought I was, oh man. You're doing great. You're doing so good. I can't encourage you enough. You're doing so good. Okay. The Two of Cups. The Fool. And the Magician. I have Moon energy, emotional healing, and water, emotional control. I have Uranus. I forget what Uranus is the ruler of, and Mercury, which is the mental scape. I believe Uranus is where new things come from, like I'm sure that'll come out again. Let's hurry. Okay, so we have partnership, unified love. Judgment came out. Another 2. Anything else? So you are able, by balancing, or the start of a new relationship, by balancing your view of love, balancing the lows, because nobody gathers that much pain by being loved and given everything that they've ever needed. Nobody gets that much pain without being stabbed in the back, okay? And judging yourself for what you have inside you now is not helpful. It takes understanding. You can't change anyone by judging them, anyone, including yourself. You have to have love and compassion for what you're feeling. Let the cup overflow. Let the tears flow. Sit in the waters, take a bath, take a shower, and when you get in the bath and when you get in the shower, do it with the intention. That means just say to yourself before you get in the bath, I'm taking this bath with the intention of releasing emotions and washing myself clean of the burdens I have that still hold me back. And then get in that bath, sit in it, soak in it. I don't care if you're a grown man. Grown men can take baths and still be a grown man. Women, take that bath. Take that bath and heal, heal, heal. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. After you balance these emotions that you're fighting with, after you're able to heal and learn to control your emotions in a way, the only way you can learn to control them is if you learn what they feel like and learn what they are and look at them with some compassion. You need to have some compassion for yourself. Judgment will only deepen the wounds. Judgment will only deepen the wounds, and judgment might be your very first instinct when it comes to trying to change something, because freaking humans are so good at judging. So good at judging. It's disgusting. So be kind and have some compassion with yourself. As soon as you're able to balance and control your emotions, you will start to sprint. You will have a whole new outlook on life. I mean, huge downloads. Huge. Life-changing, that lifts that weight that's in here. Learn where the weight came from and look at it without judgment. Because when you look at it without judgment, then you're able to control it. Then you're able to do something about it. You're able to build something out of it. But the magician cannot be the magician unless, because the magician has money with the pentacles and earthly, a knowledge of how to move around in the earth, and a knowledge of how to move around in the mental scape with the sword. He has the swords, and he has the action driven, the will to get things done with his wands. But he also has to know how to have the cups. He has to know how to control the cups. So I feel like you're doing a lot. Oh my God, you're doing so much transmuting. Okay. Leaving home, moving, arguments, misunderstandings, poor communication. If somebody has proven to you that they are not to be trusted, it is up to you whether you give them another chance or not. But that, again, that does not mean anything about you. That means something about them and what their capacity for decency is. Leaving home or arguments, misunderstandings at home then turns into recovery from loss, assistance, relief. And when you know how to recover from a loss that deep, you are able to speak to people's spirits at that point. You are able to speak to their soul. And you, oh my God, what the hell was that? You're able to speak to their souls. You could have beautiful words. You could have fantastic. Okay, this, whatever it is that hurts you the most, is turning out to be your biggest strength. Maybe the way people have made you feel with their words has planted a seed in you that has sprouted into this most beautiful gift where you are able to build people up with yours. Fragile boundaries, quitting, giving up. Overwhelmed and disempowered by the world becomes then you are transmuting so much. That wounded warrior where he's fragile and his boundaries are weak and he quits often and he's best at giving up and he's overwhelmed and he feels disempowered and he feels insecure. But that becomes intuition, sensitivity, sacred knowledge, divine feminine, which is your inspiration, your imagination, your ability to bring things in from the ether. You're able to get downloads. You're able to use your intuition and feel in your body what to do next and what is best for you to do next. And to do so, even though you don't see, you have a trust in yourself at that point where you're able to just take the next step. And you know that you don't have to give up. It's not a pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's a no, it's okay, I can do it. Knock me down 1,000,000 times, I'm still gonna get up. I am still here. You cannot stop me. I have life. The subconscious and trusting yourself. Man, nourish the vessel. Ooh, man. There's a level of protection here as well. Like somebody wants to protect you. Somebody wants to help you. And it might not be someone here on earth. It might be spirit guides. It could be, like I said earlier, it could be gods. It could be your higher self. It could be ancestors. Patience, trust that everything happens in perfect timing. You might be feeling like you're out of like you're out of time. You might be feeling like you're behind. Months 1 to 6. You could be feeling like you're behind, like you're running behind, or like it's too late, but it's not. It is never too late. Never ever too late. Green eyes, heart. And I said earlier that this green, oh man, you could be, okay, so that's giving me Archangel Raphael. His color is green. He heals with the heart space. If you are meditating, do a heart space meditation, because that is the bridge. That is the bridge between the higher 3 and the lower 3 chakras. That is a good way to balance what comes in from the ethers, which is the feminine part, and what is built and drawn up from the earth, which is the masculine part. Green is important. Chest space, tap in, feel your way through it. Visualize your emerald palace, clean, clear, open, energetic, alive, flowing. So when I did my heart meditation, I built up my heart space in a way that resonated with me. I was able to build up a palace made of emerald, completely unbreakable, but yet see-through and clear and unafraid of being seen. And once I was able to do that, things took off. I mean, a year? I don't know what that's for, a year. Something, you could have been working on something for a year, or give it a year. You could be like earlier, you could be mourning something, and Spirit's saying give yourself a year to heal. That hermit mode is important, that step in between who you are going to be and who you are now. You have to decide which parts of you you're going to take with you and which parts you're going to leave in the past. Let's see, 37 minutes. Let's wrap it up. I think that must be it from here. Anything else? Yeah. That's all. I saw Aphrodite when I heard earlier, try me, energy attachments. Oh my goodness. It's ancestral. It's ancestral. You could be praying to your ancestors. You could be asking for some assistance already, and they are keen to deliver to their child. Patience. Trust that everything happens in perfect time. A year might seem like a long time, but you deserve peace. It's not that you have to wait for a year. You deserve to. You deserve to be who you are, and your future person, I was about to say your future people, deserve the whole you. They deserve a you that knows you, and you want allies. You want to keep on fighting. You want to keep going, but take some true love, betrayal, make the change. True love, betrayal, and make the change. So you either were betrayed or you betrayed someone, and that still sits very heavy in your spirit. There are so many 2s here. Let's just get that. So the angel numbers 222. Angel number 8 is important for you, and also 2121. Ooh. Make the change. Discovering what in you helped you, or what in you caused you to betray someone, or caused you to allow yourself to be betrayed. Both are relevant, both are necessary. You have to You have to make that change, transmute that. How I said earlier, everything, rest and take the time to sleep. Imagine if you were trying to heal a physical illness, but you never slept. You need to give yourself rest. Get off of your own back. Stop putting so much pressure and judgment on yourself. You are not running behind. You are not late. You're not out of time. It's not too late for you. I got Psalm 91, so for those of you who are church people, Psalm 91, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him I will trust. Ooh, my goodness, I just keep having to swallow. I mean, my God, I just... Rest. Rest, rest, rest. You are ascending. You are ascending, and you might be feeling like back aches, power of the tongue, honesty. That honesty is oh my God, that honesty is exactly what helps you to be seen and be known and truly loved. That is the only thing that will help you to be truly loved. You were given a tongue and an opinion and a truth for a reason. Speak that truth. Speak that truth. In order to be truly loved, you must be true. You must be honest. I need help here. This hurts. I need help. Please help me. You have to ask. You have to be honest. This is so important. Power of the tongue. Noble 8. The Noble 8. The Noble 8. Look up the number 8 and its spiritual meaning. That's relevant for you. The Noble 8. The Noble Eightfold Path. So the right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right concentration, and right mindfulness. The sacred wheel, the compass. Your heart puts you on that sacred path without struggling. It puts you on that sacred path in a way that keeps you safe, in a way that makes you feel nurtured and okay, but you have to be in touch with your heart in order to do it. And by avoiding your own truth, you are also betraying yourself. So I feel like your dishonesty with yourself and your dishonesty with the other people around you is what has caused so much damage. And if you are able to change that, speak to yourself with kindness. Be honest with yourself about who you are. And if you're not judging yourself, yourself is able to be honest with you. You're able to receive the messages and understand things clearly when you're not judging yourself. Because if you look at it as you're not like a bunch of people in one person, but you have different aspects of you. You have a soul. You have a physical body. You have a mind and you have a heart. And sometimes, those things aren't always on the same page. They need to be on the same page now. They need to start being on the same page. You need to start being honest with yourself and non-judgmental with yourself so that yourself can then be honest with you. A soul mirror. See what is reflected in all. What is your environment doing to you? Because what your environment is doing to you, you are doing to yourself. And the moment you switch that, the moment you stop doing that to yourself, is the moment it starts to flip. And it does take time to change your physical reality to match your inner reality. So when you stop judging yourself, other people will stop judging you. When you start admiring yourself for the strength that you've had to have to pull yourself out of that mud, other people will admire that too, because then you'll be able to allow them to see it. Whereas before you were judging yourself and you were nervous and you didn't want anybody to see the ugliness. But it's not ugliness, it's beauty. The only reason you're hiding it is because you think it's ugly. When you stop thinking it's ugly, you'll be more willing to share it, and more people will be able to see it for what it is. Soul mirror, it also says, notice what you see in others and what they bring out in you. Possible twin flame connection. Soul, the only reason it says that is because soul mirrors, that's what twin flames are. They bring out the worst parts in you. So if there was a relationship that fell apart, that went away, that you're grieving still, take your time to grieve that, but understand it seems like that could have been, you know, not all love that we find here on earth is true love. Sometimes it is a step towards true love in a way that it shows you everything that you were not good at yet. Everything that you had not healed within yourself yet. It'll trigger your lack of trust. It'll trigger your betrayal trauma. It'll trigger your abandonment trauma. And that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to give you what it is. It's not meant to give you everything you think you want or what you think will heal you. It's meant to call into so much attention and shine so much light on what it is that you need to strengthen within you. Let's read what I keep wanting to say Grandmother Willow, but it's not Grandmother Willow, it's Weaver of the Web of Life. Number 8, cooperation. I didn't even see the spider on the web. The spider on the web there. That's a Black Widow. She kills her mates. I'm not sure why that's relevant. Could have gotten away just in time for something to miss you. And everything happens for a reason, so if it missed you, it's because it would have hurt you. It would have prolonged your growing. It would have racked you up more karma. Don't do that. In which areas of my life, both in thought and deed, can I spin more webs of cooperation? How can you cooperate with your loved ones more? Wake up to the wisdom of the ancestors who taught of humanity's great strength and creativity, yet simultaneously warned of its fragility and ultimate morality. Our thoughts and creative energy have so often been used to spin webs of greed and competition. But Grandmother Widow is what I was getting. Grandmother Spider reminds us that we also have the power to spin webs of generosity and cooperation. You have the power, the responsibility even, to honor the primordial feminine sustaining force within yourself, planet Earth, and the universe. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Grandmother Spider, or Spider Woman, is a prominent figure in the folklore of many Native American peoples. To the Hopi, she is the creator of the human race and all animals that walk, crawl, swim, and fly on Earth. The Navajo believe she taught their people the art of weaving and agriculture and helped to defeat monsters. To the Ojibwe, she is known as Asibikash, who taught the women how to weave dream catchers, magical webs made of willow hoops, and sinew to hang above their babies' cradles to trap nightmares. The symbolism: Spider Woman is usually depicted as an elderly woman, as many Native American societies are traditionally matrilineal. Matrilineal, the title grandmother is an honorific denoting a woman of great wisdom and knowledge. So grandmother spider is in many ways a symbol of the feminine creative force and a mode of leadership that promotes harmony and balance among all life forms by emphasizing partnerships, not dominance, and cooperation, not greed. That is your message for today. I am so happy that you're starting. I am so happy that you're starting to take control of your life and starting to look at what you have and what you've built with some compassion. You are a beautiful person. I can feel that much. You are an absolutely beautiful person, and you have this power to you. You are a powerful, powerful person. And no, power does not mean money, as we've been taught here. The colors blue and green are important for you right now. Asking for help, being honest with those around you, and being kind to yourself. The green is the color of the heart chakra. The blue is the color of the throat chakra. So being kind and honest at the same time is so important for you. I really hope that helped. I hope that someone resonated with this. I hope the person that needed it gets to see it. Good luck. 21-21, 12-12 is also important. You're a beautiful soul. I'm so happy that you're getting going, and I can feel that you're going to do great. There's orange citrine can help to boost some joy and some calm. Also, it looks like sherbet. Who doesn't love that? Okay, have a beautiful day.